Shuri decks got a huge nerf with the latest balance patch updates. How good are these decks? Well, there's two decks that are dominated with the current featured location of the sandbar. Patriot decks and this deck featuring Sauron. So if you're ready to see this deck in action, guys, against the current meta, then you know what to do. Find that like button. Let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Marvel Snap fans? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. Hope you're having a great day. There's a new featured location going on right now, the sandbar, where you're not able to play any of your cards with abilities at that location. So two decks are dominating right now. Patriot decks, which feature a lot of these cards with no abilities, and decks that you could remove all the abilities from all your ongoing cards featuring Sauron. Now, this is a deck that does feature Shuri, but the lucky thing is, all these cards in this deck got moved down to pool 3. Now, if this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content. We have at least 5 Marvel Snap videos per week on this channel, featuring deck ideas, news, tips, tricks, everything to help you on Marvel Snap. But let's get and take a look at this deck. Now, this was a deck that I was running before the Shuri nerf. Did purchase that Sauron with those 3,000 collector tokens, knowing full well that this was dropping in about a week of my purchase. But and I didn't actually get to make a video on this Sauron deck, so I wanted to showcase this deck for you. It is a great new card that arrived into pool 3, so this is a very budget-friendly deck, and a lot of this is based around Sauron. So removing the abilities from your ongoing cards in your hand and your deck. Now, previously in this one cost spot, we did have Sunspot, and that's great if we're doing the final play with She-Hulk and trying to skip a turn 5. We get a lot of extra power there. There is some benefit to that, and in some of the games it did cost us, but I do like the flexibility of this Nightcrawler, being able to move a card around and kind of trick your opponent where you are going. Sometimes your opponents forget that Nightcrawler can move and could go to a different location. So Nightcrawler gives us that flexibility. If you don't like Nightcrawler, you could always play Sunspot in this card and to lean into that She-Hulk play at the end. We also have Zero here in case we don't draw Sauron. We could zero out some of our ongoing cards with negative abilities, such as Ebony Maw, such as Lizard, such as Typhoid Mary, and of course Red Skull. The rest of these cards do have some pretty good abilities, so if we are able to get armor out before we Sauron the deck, that is great because we want to be able to protect some of our cards. Cosmo does not have as much value since the Shuri nerf, since we have to play Red Skull in the same lane as Shuri, so lose a little bit of value with this, but we can still counter our opponents with Cosmo as long as we didn't play Sauron before that. Now, obviously, Shuri is in this deck. On reveal, if you play your next card here, double its power. So you need to play the same location. Previous to her nerf, we could play it at any location. Now it needs to play in this location, which means that we can't hide our Red Skull behind a Cosmo. We can hide it behind an armor, but it's still going to be open to that Valkyrie play of reducing all those cards to 3. Typhoid Mary is a great card when zeroed out or Sauroned out. It's a 4/10, excellent tempo, but if you play this without Zero or Sauron, could screw up a lot of the calculations because all your cards got a -1 power. Taskmaster is a great final turn play as well. If we do the She-Hulk play, we'd play Shuri on turn 4, skip turn 5. We could play She-Hulk for 18 power on one lane or on that Shuri lane, and then play Taskmaster on a other lane that does not have Cosmo. That is another great play. Red Skull, enemies at this location have +1 power, but if we zero that out or Sauron that out, working very, very good, especially if we have that Shuri doubling its power to 24. We could potentially copy that with Taskmaster. And She-Hulk is in this deck, as she is in a lot of decks, because if we don't spend energy, we get some big final turn plays. Of course, we talked about that final turn play with She-Hulk and either Red Skull or Taskmaster doubling some of their power if we're skipping that turn 5 and we play Shuri on turn 4. So that is the Shuri Sauron deck that I'm running at right now. Pretty standard deck. Only real change that we made was giving us a little more flexibility with Nightcrawler instead of Sunspot. But let's go take this deck into action, guys. See how we can win some cubes with this deck. All right, we have Zero, Ebony Maw, Taskmaster, Shuri in hand. Nothing to do right now. I don't want to use that Zero too early. We can't use it on turn 2 with the Ebony Maw, and it is Wakanda, so cards are not going to get destroyed. I think that's a great place for Zero, Ebony Maw, or yeah, I think they will try to on one of these cards. So let's go with 0 Ebony Maw in the middle there. Putting on 1-cost cards. They may be running some kind of Killmonger deck. All right, they give us that junk with the hood. And now, all right, cards can be moved with Fist Tower. I think what I want to do is load up Fist Tower. Or, you know what, let's put Sauron here. Hopefully they don't arrow us. They're trying to win some points there. They got the demon. They are probably going to draw those 2 cards. We could go with a Typhoid Mary to try to get those 2 cards, or put the Shuri out right now. I think there is a way to win right there. Shuri, Typhoid Mary, and then Taskmaster at one of those locations. They have a Typhoid Mary of their own, but it is not protected. Will they drop a Luke Cage later? All right, so we're going to go with our Typhoid Mary here, and I think it's just a simple victory here. Typhoid Mary copying that 20 power in with Taskmaster, seeing where they drop that final card. They going Sarah. Ooh, they could have a lot of cards coming out here. And I think finally we just drop this on... Yeah, we get our 20 power here. And there's nothing to play right now, so I think we just drop that 20 on Fist Tower. They have less of a lead on Fist Tower. We have a lot of cards on Wakanda right now. Little overexposed in Wakanda, but we win that lane. Now it's all about, will we win Fist Tower, or will they get it? All right, there's the Luke Cage protecting them from the Hazmat. Oh my goodness. All right, luckily for us, we didn't drop our Taskmaster yet. There's the copy of the power, and nice, quick, simple win. All right, let's play our Nightcrawler on Asteroid M. I think that's a great location for armor as well. All right, there's our 0. We're not going to be able to 0 any cards unless we are able to pull that... unless we're able to pull that Sauron. All right, nothing we got right now that we could play. We're going Yondu, so potentially a deck with Galactus. Or some kind of null destroy deck. Let's go armor this location to the far right. And is this their Ram card? It is Carnage destroying their Yondu. All right, so maybe not a Galactus deck. Maybe just relying more on the destroy. So death could be coming out. Luckily, we pull our Sauron there. And Sauron is gonna move to Asteroid M, but this is great for our Ebony Maw. It could load a big surprise on them in that final turn of the game. And we have a win condition with or without Shuri. We may need Shuri if they're running some kind of destroy deck there. We don't pull Shuri. We can't. Oh, we could throw a bunch of power out here. We could copy that 20 power Typhoid Mary. This is the strong play. All right, we should snap here. All right, they're loading up Squirrel Girls. Probably a Killmonger coming out. Oh, it was a 4-cost card. All right. We're gonna go with Red Skull now. Yeah, let's snap back at them. They could expose that Typhoid Mary, but we have a lot more in store for them. We got a Taskmaster and an Ebony Maw for them. They may be predicting a Taskmaster, but we're not going to be predicting that Ebony Maw coming out. All right, so there's a Deathlock destroying their Bucky Barnes, destroying their Squirrel. And they still... No, we have the tempo now. All right, so we can load up this Taskmaster now. And just to make sure we win Asteroid M. Actually, let's put here at the Orcus Forge. we've already won Asteroid M as long as they don't load up some deaths. So let's put extra power there in the middle, and let's go. Let's see what their big plan was. That's a nice Deathlock variant. Let's give them a nice shiny eyes there. It won't be the Cosmo or stop our Taskmaster. All right. There's our Taskmaster copy. We win Orcus Forge. We should win Asteroid M. What do they have? They get that death. They get the throne room, but we win big in Orcus Forge, and we win that that Asteroid M for the 8 cubes. All right, we have a Shuri, Maw, Armor, and Sauron. I like that Sauron play. We could have that surprise Ebony Maw play at the final turn. Let's go ahead and skip this turn. Turn 2 Armor on one of the locations, and turn 3 we could Sauron, and we don't want to do that on Dream Dimension, so we're gonna go Sauron on whatever that far right is. We don't have a lot of location control, so we're going to not put cards in Dream Dimension. We can't change that. Actually, even if we had our own reveal card like a Storm or a Scarlet Witch, we still wouldn't be able to change that Dream Dimension. All right, we got our armor down, and we still don't have any intel on what kind of deck they're running. Luckily for us, we do have that Sauron. We have that Ebony Maw. Nothing is revealed right now, which means that our Typhoid Mary is, if we play that, would not be doubled up in power. We can still play that. We can go Shuri here, Typhoid Mary in the middle, Taskmaster on Lemuria, followed by Ebony Maw and Mojo World, giving us a bunch of power. On Mojo World, we just need to make sure we win Lemuria and getting some tempo here. And I think we can snap here because we do have the cards in hand that we want. Let's see what they do if they're able to counter what we have. They haven't thrown down any cards yet, so no intel on what kind of deck they're running if they're able to counter us. All right, so that is great for our... Uh-oh, is this a Galactus deck? No, okay, it's not Galactus. It's just a normal ramp deck. All right, and they draw... What do they draw? They draw Lizard. All right, they're not going to like what happens here. We're going to play our Typhoid Mary right behind Shuri. That'll give it a 20 power. We want to get our 0 out now. A few more points. We could go... We could go 0 there. Ebony Maw and Mojo World and Taskmaster. No. That would be wrong. We would go this. Yeah, we have to... We got to skip this 0. We're not able to play the 0. Because Taskmaster would copy the wrong card. Alright, let's just go the Taskmaster, Ebony Maw. All right, they're going Dr. Doom. Odin on Mojo World. They don't win Lemuria. I think this is what they do. They will win the Dream Dimension. We have enough power. Even if they throw the Odin down on Mojo World, we should win Mojo World on Lemuria. They'll get Dream Dimension with 10 points, though. But I like this final play. Sauron helped us out a bunch. And here's the Odin. It is Odin. All right, so they win Dark Dimension. We win Lemuria. And we also win Mojo World with all that extra power there. All right, we have an Ebony Maw, Shuri, She-Hulk. And first time we're seeing the sandbar cards with abilities can't be played here. It's great if we draw Sauron. We could also place Ebony Maw on there after we 0 it out. All right, so we have a Nightcrawler there. So we can actually throw down a few different cards. We go here. Turn 3, we could go Ebony Maw and Sandbar. And what did they throw down there? Are they running a Patriot deck? They are running a Patriot deck. No one would be running Shocker without Patriot. But we can't throw Ebony Maw down because he still has an ability. All right, we would need Sauron for that, but what we can do is we could throw Ebony Maw and Lizard down. Will we draw a Sauron? If not, we're only going to be played pretty much on 2 locations there. Their Shocker gets moved over. There's a Patriot. We don't really have a strong way to counter a Patriot. We can Shuri. No, we would need to Shuri middle. Those cards get moved over. Alright, so as long as we play our She-Hulk and Asteroid M, we still will win. Although we may not have enough points. We would have to move our Nightcrawler over to Sandbar. Alright, do they have the Mystique? Ugh. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and skip this turn now. Bringing She-Hulk down to 1 cost. And potentially copying that with Taskmaster. They haven't snapped yet. Are they gonna... Alright, there's a blue Marvel. Oh my. This could be a big Ultron coming down. Alright, 8 more points in the middle. That will be 14. With these cards there, they're getting 2. They're getting 5 extra, so there'll be 6 here. 6. So we could throw Red Skull, actually. Bring him back and... Actually, no, let's throw She-Hulk here. Let's keep that there. They throw Ultron here, that'll be +8. We would win the Bifrost, and then we're doubling up the Shuri Red Skull, 24 + 9. Even if they Ultron, I think we still win. They'll get the Sandbar, though. Oh, they don't have Ultron. What did they throw down? Debris. All right, that is nice. It gets moved over, so... Currently winning Asteroid M. I think we still win Asteroid M. It's Mr. Sinister. Doesn't get the clones. They get the Sandbar. That's fine. We get Asteroid M and we get the Bifrost. All right. 0. Nightcrawler. Typhoid, Mary, and Westview. We're getting a location switch next turn. Or on turn 4. Go Nightcrawler on far right. The Mind Stone Thanos deck coming out. Will they get all their cards? Is this a ongoing deck? I don't know if Lockjaw is still a thing. Let's play these 2 cards. And let's see what happens there. We got both of those cards out. Armoring that location. That's great. I was thinking of throwing armor on that location anyway. 6 cost cards cost 1 less. Let's move this over. Throw Cosmo there. We have 15 points on Titan with a Cosmo there. So how many points are they really going to be able to get? Electric Willa, they switched that one up. That's nice. And Space Stone. Okay. Everything's moving over. On turn 4. And... No! We've already moved our... card there. The good thing is we do have the Bifrost, so don't think I can play any cards yet. We need to move some of these cards over from turn 4 or on turn 4. Get that Nightcrawler out of there, and we can start to play a few cards. Lizard will be very little points there. I don't want to lock down Titan either. All right, so they are going to lock down their location. They're going Khazar, so we probably win Titan. Yeah, we're currently winning Titan. If they have a Mystique or some other card, they can start to win that. Unfortunately, we didn't draw a Sauron, so all of our ongoing cards are helping them out a little. All right, so go Red Skull here. They're going Soul Stone. Mr. Fantastic, giving them a little more points on the Space Throne. All right, and they're loading up on Titan there. We throw She-Hulk. They get the Bifrost. We lose the Spectrum on Space Throne. I think we win anything else. It is Devil Dinosaur, so they're going to take the Space Throne. Not even going to compete with that, but we win Bifrost and we win Titan. All right, we have Shuri, we have Armor, we have Typhoid Mary. Don't want to play that 0 right now and risk losing that armor ability. They go with the Hood, so gonna get destroyed. All right, let's go ahead and armor. Oh, let's go ahead and armor this. They may destroy this right now, which no, they don't destroy it right now, and we keep that ugly, yucky card. All right, so a little bit of a misplay there, but we still have some good cards. We still could come back. Like we do draw our Sauron here. So we're gonna have a bunch of cards with no abilities. They're going Zabu. Hopefully they get a bunch of rocks and they ruin their location. Let's go with Typhoid Mary. Probably could have played Shuri if this wasn't a Sandbar location, but because Sandbar is currently the featured location, I want to get that out. All right, so they are not playing for Leshed Will at all. They're just giving that location up, so we'll take that location. We could skip. We don't have Red Skull in hand yet. Don't have Taskmaster in hand yet. We can skip now, giving us a 1-cost She-Hulk. That's kind of the downside of not having Sunspot in our hand. Kind of wasting all these points. So we're skipping this turn. It looks like they're trying hard for Atlantis. We could give them Atlantis. Let's see what we play with our She-Hulk. All right, so they are going Debris. Atlantis is gone. They're going to try to take the Sandbar. And that works out for us. All right, so yeah, we're a very, very easy win. All right. Red Skull in the middle for Sandbar. They have Atlantis. They're going to compete at Atlantis. Don't think they're going to be able to beat 12 power. We have the tempo, unfortunately. They Shang-Chi us, we lose. Pretty much anything else, I think we win. All right, are they going to try to... What are they doing with that Void card there? Typhoid Mary. And Luke Cage. We still get that Electrogala even with that. Nice play from them, but we get the middle and the right. So that is his deck in action, guys. I've been winning a lot of cubes with this deck, even before this featured location as Sandbar. But with this featured location as Sandbar, this deck is very, very dominant. So hopefully you enjoy this deck, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the footage. I will see you guys next time. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video and is helpful for you, give it a like, because it does help that YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time. Check out some of the other videos for more deck ideas, and have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.